Hi guys, it's me, just Landriscina again. And before I start with this video on this movie for Veterans Day for 2023, it's a real doozy of a movie like we talk about now. I have to say, I wish everyone a very happy and safe Veterans Day. And before I get into talking about this movie, I should tell you that I'm channeling the look of the character and the vehicle from Twisted Metal 1 Warhog with my camo pants and that weird pump around the back of the vehicle. I still have no idea why he did that, but whatever. This is the most military look I'm gonna get, so have at it. Anyway, the movie that I'm going to be talking about today is very dramatic. I'm not talking about like the standard war violent movie and all that, because I've seen plenty of movies that involve war violence, like say Forrest Gump or say Full Metal Jacket. I'm gonna see Midway eventually. I'm gonna see I've seen plenty of some war films and stuff involving the revolution, as well as other stuff like Graveyard of Fireflies, which has very graphic death scenes of Japanese men, women, and children in it, all because of the A-bomb. But this movie, Casualties of War, was actually really difficult for me to get through. I mean, it's very emotional. It's very well acted, but it's very it was very difficult to get through. And I believe that this is Michael J. Fox's most dramatic role ever. Because, we always see him in the comedic role, like Back to the Future, Mars Attacks, All in the Family, etc., etc. So this is a real heavy drama for him. As well as John C. Reilly, which I believe this is one of his first movies ever made. Same with Fox too. And they also had Rick James in here and John Leguizamo in one of his first roles in the world. Now, there's also Sean Penn in this movie, which you can see by the cover here, and he plays real good prick of an ass, and he plays a sergeant in this one, a sergeant in Michael J. Fox's company, which is stationed in Vietnam, and his name is Erickson. Fox is. Whereas Sean Penn's name is Sergeant Meserve. Now, these people are fine and dandy and stuff like that, but I think the real honor of this whole movie goes to the actress who plays Owen. Oh, and the girl that's on the bus that Michael J. Fox sees. An almost identical twin for the person featured in this movie. Now, I don't know if this is a true story or if this is based on a true story, but if this is based on a true story, it's a really fucked up true story. And I'm sure that many stories like this movie were happening in real life. So it's a real heavy thing. Anyway, let me start this show. And the girl who I think this is an Oscar or it's kind of award is True Lee, which I'll get into her role in a moment, but she deserves the highest praise of this movie, and she deserves all the awards that were between to her performance, because she is excellent in this role. And may I say that she looks like the Olsen twins and Kate Ashley, for all that's worth. So, her performance in this movie is the whole reason why it was so difficult for me to get through it. I'll elaborate on that more as I go along. So anyway, like I said, with mostly other movies involving war, there's usually some kind of lighthearted aspect to it. Like the ending, or say, in Fullmetal Jacket's case, there's the drill sergeant, which is legendarily funny, and it's really quite funny with the amount of discipline that he put into it, and the fact that he was a former drill sergeant. But this movie has almost no moments of lightness. In fact, it's only two. That being when Erickson is trying out the farm equipment for the Vietnamese farming villages over there. That's pretty funny. And the ending where all the other guys are being court-martialed for the crimes against humanity. Now, also, I should point out that, remember how I said that in a Fullmetal Jacket discussion that the people that something in combat and in war, the psyche and the mental processes of the soldier participating in the war tend to twist and get changed around into other morality other than there being good guys and bad guys. They tend to go into the more gray area, or they tend to is that or they go into crazy territory where they see everything as a threat and everything they do is okay and fine and dandy for means of survival. So in this movie, it definitely shows that number one, that whatever happens in the battlefield is not okay, and you should always still do the morality that we would have in normal day lives, and anybody is capable of war atrocities. And second of all is that the people who are in combat can't be the only casualties of war. There are other people involved that can be considered casualties of war, and you don't have to be killed to be considered an actual casualty. When you think of casualties, think of somebody that died in a murder or a homicide, or say some kind of group killing or something along those lines. But in this one, it showed that people don't necessarily have to die to be considered a casualty. The innocence and the morality can also be a casualty of war too. And all will become clear soon. Anyway, we see Erickson as he wakes up on a bus, on a city bus in California somewhere. He sees a woman there that really reminds him of somebody. You might even say that it's a reincarnation of somebody that he knew from a past life. And this is his time in Vietnam. Now, we see that this guy goes to Vietnam as a regular soldier. I think, let me take it okay, it's based on true story. Okay. I should say also that in the special features that they have the movie in the subtitles are in Portuguese, French, Spanish, English, Portuguese, Chinese, Korean, Thai, but yet no Vietnamese. They did that on purpose, so they did the accent. Anyway, I believe they might be army. They might be in the army, but either army or they're in the Marines. I want to say army. It's not all that. But anyway, they show these guys going throughout the land over there, fighting off the Viet Cong, or the North Vietnamese, the communist ones. And this is you send the Vietnamese war type of movie so far. We gotta fight the bad guys. We gotta defend the United States. It's not really in conflict with the United States and stuff. We stuck our necks up there in Vietnam. We got head blown, but that's beside the point. So they show that these guys are good so far. The morale is on the good side of the spectrum. They're doing what they should do. Fighting off the bad guy. Fight the good fight. Do what they're told to do and stuff like that. It's not real complete yet, as far as that goes. But and when they chose something that they don't show in Full Metal Jacket, and that being that Michael J. Fox gets caught in a foxhole, that being like an underground tunnel system that honeycombed the Vietnamese countryside, in which the Viet Cong would surprise go underneath the American troops on the surface level and ambush them. So he got caught in one of the holes like a Winnie the Pooh. Kind of funny there. That makes number 3 for laughter. Cause this guy, Brownie, they called the one black guy in the group Brownie for whatever reason. Another point we can find or racist, whichever you prefer. They help Michael J. Fox out of the hole and kill the Vietnamese guy that's in the hole waiting to come. But that's that. Then they go into something of village of people. So then they go to it's a talk with the Vietnamese people and use it in translator and all that. So then the guy Erickson gets fruit from one of the kids over there. How nice, that's sweet the kid. But then one of the other guys takes it and throws it away, saying, that it could be poison and stuff like that. It could be have razorblades in the fruit itself. Now, at first, you're like, why is he being such a jerk? Why doesn't he let the guy eat the fruit that the kid gave him? But then I thought, oh yeah, they're fighting the guerrilla warfare, so it could be possible that the kid is working with the Viet Cong, or that the parents probably gave the kid something to give to the soldiers that were poisoned or something or other. That's another problem with this war, is that back then, because it was a guerrilla warfare, meaning that it was asymmetrical, and that the Vietnamese had to think of other ways to defeat the enemy, so that in a way it was very smart, but in another way it was very barbaristic, because the Vietnamese were very smart in that they would have them do the fighting stuff like regular soldiers would do, and then they would, when they were done, they would just lead right back into the scenery, so that they would disguise as farmers, merchants, and whatnot. So, it could have been a possibility that when the kid was the daughter of, say, a soldier in the Viet Cong army and stuff. So that was actually kind of a smart move and barbaristic, because as we've seen other movies like Apocalypse Now, where ordinary soldiers and the children could go up to a military vehicle or troops and just self-destruct, or plant grenades or something in the food baskets, and then kill a bunch of people, kill a bunch of the armed soldiers, whereas they would only lose like one or two people. It was actually really, really fucked up war. And the thing is that soldiers had to be on the guard 24 hours a day, because they honestly didn't know who was a bad guy and who was a good guy. As we will see, the Viet Cong did do that, and did trick the people too. So then they also have Michael J. Fox monkeying around with the equipment, with the farming equipment, with a plow and one of the oxen. So the Vietnamese, playing around with the equipment stuff. But then Brownie gets hit and killed by a sniper, to which everyone goes nuts over it. Now, I like the way in the later part of the movie they show that Brownie is supposed to be like this moral guy. And that's kind of rare for a movie like this, for a black guy to be considered the moral high ground. I know it seems kind of weird for me to say that, but it is kind of weird if someone does quickly in this movie. By the way, this was directed by Brian De Palma too. So, and in any case, we have that. So Ronnie has killed everyone's pissed off that this guy has killed this guy who everyone loved, man life and all that. So everyone's pissed off with that. Pissed off the economy for being in the war and stuff. And they get more pissed off because they have this guy there that they talk to, and he said that he's not a member of the VC, the economy. But later on we find out that he was kind of lying because the guy was ratting out total positions of the troops. So later on, I think that's why Brian got killed. So then, what happened next is that the troops led by Champagne and the others they got certain man needs, if you will. So they decided to go to a broader place to relieve themselves. And unfortunately, they can't go there because the Vietcong are in town, so they have to wait their turn, even though they've been in combat for a long time. Now, normally I would say no big deal, but because the turn in the movie later on, where they become like animals, the Vietcong, I would say to them, I would say, do something in your bunk by yourself, with your hand and stuff. No, they gotta have a woman there for whatever reason. Maybe they wanted to get back at the country by having sex with their women. I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. But anyway, they're denied the pleasures of women, so they go back angry and stuff, and they want to get back at Charlie, which is also named for the Vietnamese, or in this case, the Vietnamese, but they also mean the bad guys in army terms. So they still want a woman. So what do? They go into a village. I think it might be the same village that guy belonged to, rather not to the VC. I'm not sure about that, but I think it is. And they go into an open hut, which I don't know whether it's tradition or because that's the way that Vietnamese has a lot of it. It's because of the region or because they're in a rural area or whatnot. I don't think they do that anymore. Come to think of it, they could also be kind of somewhat racist, that they live in huts and stuff. But anyway, they go into this hut and they go into this hut and they jug the girl like that, and then they, with the intention of kidnapping her. I don't think they do anything physical with her in the hut that night. But they how should you put this, they say that because she produced one hair, but she's also sick, which gets worse over time. So they take because she's pretty, and I would think that they would have like a lot of boys or something over there, or some kind of protection for women and stuff, but no, you don't. So they go over there, they kidnap her, and the fight with the parents of the group. You think they'd be more like more of a resistance taking a girl like that. But they do the whole me Tarzan, you Jane type thing. And they take her away from her parents, and the mother is over there running behind them with like a safety scarf, like a TV or a blanket, it's like a security item, to which they just shove it right in their mouth, unceremoniously shove it in their mouth and shut it up, and use that like a primitive gag. So, the crying and stuff like that, and the guy just went tail, to which Erickson says to everyone, this is wrong, this is so wrong, it is wrong, and Diaz, and to a certain extent Hedger, played by the Guizama and Riley, respectively, they're like, it's so wrong, we shouldn't be doing this. And doesn't seem very, I don't know about you, but if you see the movie, you will see that he plays a bit of a slow person that likes beer. Anyway, but Sean Penn and Don Harvey are really into this. Like, I'm fascinated into it. Like, they want to turn on him and all that. And this is where the actress Miss Sue is very good at doing this role. They take her away from her parents barefoot, mind you. She's all this barefoot. She has to walk with heavy loads on her back. Same with Erickson, because he feels bad. He says, this kidnapping, sir. I didn't sign up for it. So then as punishment, he says, go to point. To where he says, but I didn't do anything wrong. Why do you want me to do that? I want you to take point. This is because if someone tries to ambush you, the point is usually the first person to get ambushed, unless it's from behind or the side. So it's kind of like punishment for bringing up the point, being like the conscious person in the group to be like as punishment. They send them in the front to hopefully die first. He doesn't die first. Now they find a hut, and a abandoned hut in the background, and they went to the countryside, which they rest. And he brings out a good point that because the war was so weird and fucked up that they couldn't tell, which one's good and which one's bad Vietnamese unless they wore a uniform for the U.S. government. He grabs her by the scarf, holds her up, and says, "This is a VC criminal." And he said, I'm not a VC. He's not a VC. He's not a VC. He's not a VC. I don't know about you, because you have sympathy toward this girl. You have sympathy toward this animal, toward this enemy. That also means that because in the in basic training and in combat, the American troops have to be dehumanized. They have to view the enemy as less than human, so that when it comes down to it, our soldiers kill the inhuman enemy before the same is true, before they kill us, but before they kill our guys. So that's where that comes from. But they take it way too far. Because any plain idiot can see that this girl is not a VC. She doesn't even know how to hold a gun, hold a weapon, a knife, whatever. But they just take it too far to use the whole. Now she's a VC just for an excuse to interrogate her, and they use that for a good reason to treat her like a sex slave, pretty much. And yeah, I guess she doesn't know English. Also doesn't help out because they all speak English, and they all understand, that because she doesn't speak English, she's in the subhuman world. She's not human. That's how they mentally justify what they're gonna do to her. And yeah, at first, it seemed like she's not gonna do anything to her. In fact, Mr. even gives her medication for her cough and her fever. So you think that they're gonna be nice to her, but no. Now, this next part I'm about to explain to you is, even though it's what I did, it's a lot better than the similar scene in U.N. Origins. Okay, but this is where it gets to be a real hard movie for me to sit through. Because not only do they have relations with her against her will, but they take turns with doing that action. Which Michael J. Fox is saying doing it at all costs. He will not do that whatsoever. And even Diaz, John Leguizamo, said that he won't do it to Erickson. But when push comes to shove, he does eventually do it. But you could see that when he does it, he is more how should I put this? He's not as eager to fulfill his duties, if you will, than the other guys. The others are very forceful in doing it, but he is more gentle with doing it. Now, there's no excuse because no woman should put through that, especially during war times and stuff. And the way they do it, the way they view her as inhumane and part of the enemy squad is heart-wrenching. So even though the guy is gentle with her and stuff, it's still a sexual assault. But very well done. Even to the point where they beat her up for it. I mean, they don't do love taps either. They do full punches to her face and stuff, trying to. I guess the point is to trying to make themselves feel like they're beating up the enemy. Vietnamese soldiers and whatnot to get back at this one girl. This one innocent little farm girl. Now, I don't know if it's implied in the movie, but I got the impression that they were also taking her virginity away from her too. Now, I don't know if you guys got that, because, I mean, she was supposed to be in teenage years, with her, still living with mommy and daddy, no husband. So, it's very likely that by doing this to her, they would take away her virginity away from her. And of course, they gotta rip off the girl's pants and underwear and just make a royal mess out of it. It was well acted, but it was too almost too gruesome for me to watch. I was actually crying at seeing it. That's how horrific it was, and it shows how animalistic, supposed good soldiers can be. That even in war times, people can lose their minds and all sense of morality. That doesn't excuse it whatsoever, but it was still fascinating to look at psychology in war times. So anyway, after the deed is done and stuff, for the awful guy to have a chance with her, except for again Erickson, because he gotta be the hero of the story. He ends up going into her room, and she's obviously terrified of everybody with the soldier fatigues on and stuff, and that she doesn't want anything to do with the guy. Cowed in the corner, and she runs away. If she could, she would run away from him. And but he did to help her out. He did to help her injuries out, take care of her face, we're not so back to health, give a water, that type of thing. Become a friend. And this happened before the actual happened, and then afterwards he helped her out. But with that, giving her a pair of pants worth a day would be nice too. Which I think he does give her a pair of pants, but not a little bit later. So then they're walking across a train bridge together, all the bunch. Still barefoot and so sick as a dog, and she threatened to give away her position to a passing boat. Now, she's coughing, getting louder and louder. I don't know how that could give away a position, but whatever. Among the other jungle sounds over there, and the boat motor and stuff. And the helicopters flying over the area too, American choppers. So then what happens is then they have to get rid of evidence of the assault. Now, how do we do that? Well, cool for one thing. And Michael J. Fox is like, no, don't do that, don't do that. The girl's been through enough, she's bloody, she's bleeding, and they even tried to escape, but they were caught. And he tried to say, no, don't do it. And the guy is like within like a few inches with the knife blade, and the captain said, kill her. Now, Michael J. Fox said, no, don't do it, and he fired it's gonna be in the air to strike the men or the vehicle that they're there. So then they end up shooting each other, and the American troops win eventually. And during this whole scuffle, he rises up. Oh wait, no. One of the guys, Captain Clark, stabbed her twice with his big knife. Even though he does that, she gets up and looks across the bridge. Now the guy like, no, she can't wait to kill her now. And Michael J. Fox runs over and tries to stop them from doing that. But the captain knocked him out. And then the guy's like, kill her. Right then in cold blood. She falls off the edge of the bridge onto the rock below, killing her. Now, this is particularly heartbreaking. Because, they got away with her, and they let her, they killed her in cold blood. What's a little hunger gonna do? This is a big, strong man. With her wounds, she's probably gonna die anyway, and being sick, she's probably gonna die anyway. But no, they had to be extra brutal with her. You know that she was like a little hard out because you didn't feel sorry for this poor thing. So then the guys got their way. They had fun, and they get away smelling roses. Now Erickson didn't want this. He wanted to rat them out for good reason. So he told everybody at the camp about what he done. Nobody gives a crap. So when the guy says, what seed in Vietnam, what happens in the field, seeds in the field. Kind of like Vegas. Where he gets hit in the head with a shovel by a fox. So, he said, it really doesn't matter what they say. You go home with your wife and your kid and let everything die out here. You're gonna be separated from the man who won't hear you from him again. But Erickson doesn't want to hear that. He still brings it up to people and stuff. To the point that they get him to shut up. One of the guys, I believe that Captain Me serve. That's kind of right. It's a very me type thing. Anyway, he tried to kill him by throwing a grenade into the latrine or the bathroom over there. While Erickson is in it. You see that one of the other guys runs away from the grenade before it goes off. And you see it at the last minute. He says himself something's wrong. It blows up, and J. Fox goes to other superiors about it. Kind of like what I do. I go to the superiors about a problem that I might have. I know it's lower. People won't do anything for it. So, after quite a bit of squawking, he goes to somebody about it. They take a lot of pictures of the girl and the bridge and everything on the rocks. Now, I'm assuming that after a day or so, or maybe 2 or 3 days afterwards, or the decomposition of the body would happen to the point where it won't be recognized, especially in the jungle setting, a humid jungle setting, as well as near a river. I would think that would kind of ruin the whole body, so that wouldn't be able to be identified, but it was. And so he said, the captain on there, but I think they'll die. So then, are you happy now that everyone knows about this called international incident? So then, Erickson said in the most bad way, "Go to hell, sir." And yeah, it should go to want to cover up and move on with his life. But no, even though he said that these people won't get much jail time, and when they get out, they're gonna get revenge on him. Which sounds about right. Now, we cut to the court martial scene in which the guy tried to say, give excuses to why they did what he did, and the Mr. was kind of precious in his argument as to why he did that. So he just wanted to get back at the Vietnamese, and he wanted to kids, but they seem to like kids and blah blah blah. So when you take it out on men with guns, not some innocent little girl in that you got trade up with a piece of meat or cattle or something. So that's really pissed me off. But the 3 guys got 8 years, 15 years, and a life sentence. But the captain that ordered this whole kidnapping thing didn't get anything, just hard labor. Now that's not fair at all. He even whispered something into Eric's ear before he left the court martial. Now at the end of the movie, the girl gets on the bus, progressed to actress as the girl that got kidnapped, and and etc. And she forgot her scarf on the bus. To which Erickson goes to get the scarf and bring it to the girl. He speaks something in Vietnamese to her, and she said, "You meant to have a nightmare. It's over now." Kind of poetic, actually. Kind of sweet that she would recognize that the guy was a soldier. How did she know that he was a soldier unless she voted to reincarnation of the girl that was killed years ago? This movie is really, really good, but you have to have your old school on tape to watch it. Or in women's case, you have to have your old school on tape to watch it, because this will pull your heartstrings big time. And I'm not saying that because I love Asian women and stuff, but it's a really hard movie to watch, period, because of the raping and the part about sexual assault, and that they treat everybody over there as enemies, and then treat this poor girl like shit, and then kill her when they're done with her. They throw it like a rag, and that's not right. Besides this being based on true story, I'm gonna say that a lot of other stuff like this happened, and it's not right. It's not right that the U.S. troops did this sort of thing on a regular basis. It's not right that they got away with it pretty much scot-free. It was just a slap on the wrist. You shouldn't do this for poor girls. Anyway, the girl that plays the girl from the movie, I don't believe she did anything besides this movie. Which is a shame, because she was a damn good actress. A damn good Vietnamese actress, which I don't really see too much of. But this movie is very dramatic. It shows how this human mind can twist and all kinds of backflips to justify doing horrible stuff to innocent people. And it also shows how, it shows barbarism at its finest. And it shows how, the supposed good guys, us and the U.S. Army or forces, can't do horrible things under extreme circumstances. So the requirement gets set through for me. And I sat through a lot of movies and I read a lot of books and stuff. That's something to take, almost. And it also shows how mental sanity and PTSD go hand in hand with people that they thought portrays a good person that's seen a lot of shit and has PTSD syndrome for a bit. That'd be post-traumatic stress disorder. Because he's seen a lot of stuff and feel like he failed to save that poor girl. Which it wasn't his fault. Erickson also showed that casualties of war don't necessarily have to be people that died in the war or who were affected by the war, who were disabled by war and fighting and stuff, but it's also dealt with the survivors who are otherwise perfectly fine. You can be perfectly physically fine, but your mentality and your psyche can be affected by war. And I'm very grateful that my father never went to the war, because if he did, he'd probably be a very changed man. He might not even be here, but fathered me and everything else. So I'm grateful for that. He was in the lottery to join the war, but his number wasn't called, so thank God for that. He might have been another unofficial casualty of war in Vietnam, like Erickson here was. So, I thank you for watching this video on Casualties of War for Variant 2023. If you have any more suggestions on any other future videos I can do for war movies and stuff, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to share any more of your Vietnamese experience, like with combat and stuff, feel free to let me know. If you're not comfortable with it, just let me know on my other contacts. Or just drop by and say hi, whatever. So, I thank you for watching this video. Stay safe out there, veterans. And, if you have any more suggestions for future videos and whatnot, you can always contact me by my cell phone number at 631-707-3707. Let's contact me by text messaging or by calling. Also, you can get me on Twitter at @MailstonPro. But if you want to get me on email, my email is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, also, if you like my video and you want to see more of me and my stuff, you can always subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment, share, or, like I said, subscribe to the channel. So, I salute all the troops that are in the U.S. Armed Forces, being the Army, Marine, Air Force, and Navy. Yeah, and I'm gonna salute the good soldiers for this one. Only the ones that don't feel that they can get away with literal murder in his face or sexual assault. And Michael D. Fox makes a very good speech on this. That we feel that we can do whatever we want, but we can't do everything we want because we're always being judged by others. So, also, I should point out that this is probably the only movie you see Michael D. Fox carrying around an assault weapon like that M14, I believe. Yeah, assault rifle. We think of him as being armored flying, being happy-go-lucky and all that, but it's very good acting for him. I think it's the only dramatic role, as well as the other people in here too. Sean Penn was excellent. John Leguizamo was good at being like this innocent guy, which, by the way, even though he didn't want to do it, he still did it because it was like following orders and following peer pressure and stuff. And that's why he got the latest sentence. And then you got Jonathan Riley and Don Harvey, which was excellent. Don Harvey played an excellent psychopathic guy hitting the head with a shovel. Which, how could you really hide a shovel behind your back like that as he was approaching the guys? But anyway, this is an excellent movie. Very hard to sit there though, but a good movie nonetheless. So, aloha guys, have fun and be safe for Veterans Day. And remember, always be nice to the veterans. Always show respect to them. Because they have seen more stuff in their lives than I could ever imagine. The stuff you see in video games and movies and stuff, that's nothing compared to what they really saw in real life. Whether it be violence, seeing the best friends killed, seeing the comrades shot, the horrific disabilities that they might have, or, anything else. They struggled, and they paid the price. And they deserve most respect, except for the ones that committed war crimes. And yeah, I think that this sexual assault of this poor creature, this poor woman, is a war crime. And they deserve to be punished for that. So aloha, and have fun.